Don't forget to check out and grab your copy of our two newly released books, Football: A Love Story and What Did Football Teach Me? These books feature over 100 stories from current and former coaches, players, executives, and entertainers from across the football landscape, describing what got them involved in the game, what they love about it, and what life lessons the game taught them. You can find your copy or order your copy from our website at footballgameplan.com/books. You hate that someone will have to lose this ball game, but this will be a classic between Michigan State and Iowa as they face off in the Big Ten championship game. And for Michigan State in this ball game, I think it's about pressure, staying close to the line of scrimmage, forcing Iowa's receivers to beat one-on-one coverage, also putting you in position to stop their ground game and putting them in second and long and third and long situations. I would also look for Michigan State to try and beat Iowa at their own game. This is something they should be doing regardless of who the opponent is. That's playing clean football, not turning the ball over. Don't beat yourself with penalties, and also owning the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it's about taking away those Hawkeye tight ends. If they're able to take away those two tight end targets that Iowa loves to throw the football to in the short and intermediate area, I think it goes a long way in helping the Spartans really shrink what Iowa can do offensively. And for the Hawkeyes in this ball game, I would rotate coverage toward Aaron Burbich, their number one option for Michigan State at receiver, take away their number one threat on the outside, and force Connor Cook to go to other targets on a consistent basis. C.J. Beathard, the quarterback, I think has to work vertically more in this ball game to loosen up their box, so that way their running game can be much more effective. And the art of misdirection, I think when you look at Iowa facing probably one of the most athletic defensive lines in the Big Ten outside of Ohio State, they can really get pressure on the quarterback. They can really clog up running lanes with their speed and athleticism. The misdirection game with run plays and screen plays, I think it helped them have success offensively. The biggest X factor in this game for Michigan State, I think, will happen along the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They have a tremendous offensive line led by Jack Allen, defensive line led by Shalik Calhoun. They can really get after the quarterback. They can really open up holes in the running game. I think they'll have to do both in this matchup against the Hawkeyes. For Iowa, I look at cornerback Desmond King being the biggest X factor. He has 8 interceptions coming into this ball game. He's one of the best cornerbacks in the country, and I think the Hawkeyes can feel comfortable with him manning up on Aaron Burbich throughout the entire game. If they're able to take him away and rotate their coverage elsewhere, I think it goes a long way in helping the Hawkeyes play excellent pass defense. I like Iowa in this ball game. This will be a closely contested matchup that I believe will come down to the last possession or two, maybe even go into overtime. I think these two teams are evenly matched in what they do up front on both sides of the ball. I do like the fact that C.J. Beathard is more apt to manage the situation. He's not afraid of the moment. His mobility and his ability to get the ball out to many different targets will ultimately lead the Hawkeyes to victory.